Hi girlies, it's Sadie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you guys another sit down video, and this one I want to talk about all the goals that I have set for myself for the month of May and what I hope to continue throughout the year of 2026. I feel like May is a good time to do a full reset. We're getting out of the winter weather, heading out of spring if you got a spring, and heading into summer, and it's just kind of a whole refresh for the upcoming summer months. And with summer right around the corner, it makes me feel much more motivated to get my life together. And I don't mean that to say it in like a toxic way. It's more so as a soft, intentional, let's get into this and really stick to it kind of way. I wrote down a list of goals that I want to achieve and work towards, and I thought that I would share them with you. I thought this was a great way to hold myself accountable, but also maybe inspire you if you're also feeling the need to get back on track. So, with that being said, grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's get into it. The first thing on my list, I really want to lock in on exercising. And when I say lock in, I don't mean going 0 to 100, working out 7 days a week, because I know myself and I know that's not realistic. What I mean is building consistency. And I've said it time and time again, there's a lot of times where I get into it and I fall off rather quickly. And I think it's because I've burnt myself out trying to do such intense workouts, like working out 7 days a week. And I know that's just not for me. And I have also mentioned that I've started doing mat Pilates, and I do really enjoy that. However, I did kind of fall off a little bit because I injured my foot. So that day that I went to Shelby Ann's surprise birthday party, my dogs, when I took them out to go potty, they like yanked me into the yard, and I was wearing these platform sandals. I had wobbly ankles, my foot almost fell out, caught the edge of the sandal, and like the arch to my heel of my foot bruised really badly, and I could not put any pressure on it. And unfortunately, I had to just give mat Pilates a break during that time while I was letting my foot heal. So I'm trying to get back into that. And so that's why I kind of put this as number 1 on my list, because it's not something that I am not committed to, but I did have like a week off from doing it, so I want to build that consistency back up again, because I was doing so well and I want to maintain that. I don't want this week break to suddenly make me lazy or anything like that. Aside from mat Pilates, I just want movement to be a non-negotiable part of my routine. So following up with exercise, my next goal is a weight loss goal. I don't want to harp on this too long. I know that dieting and weight loss can be a sensitive topic for some people, so we're just going to speed run through this. There's not much I need to say. I have set a goal for myself to do a 30-day challenge where I plan to lose 11 pounds. And I know that can sound a little ambitious, but for the average person in a month, you can lose, in a healthy way, 8 to 10 pounds. So really the 11 pounds isn't too ambitious or unrealistic. A lot of it just has to do with bloating, if I'm being quite honest. I am just trying to be a little bit more disciplined when it comes to healthy eating, and again, holding myself accountable so that I can be consistent and get the results that I'm looking for. And flowing right from that goal into this next one is healthy eating. And I feel like this one is one we can all relate to, but it is a difficult one to really stay consistent with, at least for me personally. I want to be healthy so bad, but it's so hard and it's so expensive to be healthy that you just end up caving, or at least I do. So I'm really holding myself accountable for this one, because I know I can do it. I've done it in the past and I can do it again. Basically for this, I'm just really focusing on whole foods, less processed foods, more protein, essentially just overall being more mindful about what it is that I'm eating and putting into my body. And also water consumption. I need to be a lot better at that. I am so terrible when it comes to drinking water, and that's like a big thing too. And again, it comes down to not cutting everything out, but being more intentional. Okay, I know I've really gone into like exercising, dieting, eating healthier, all of that. This is the last one that kind of concludes that segment of my goals for May, and it's getting at least a minimum of 12,000 steps in a day. I really like this goal because it doesn't feel very restrictive. It's literally just about staying active throughout the day, and I don't know about y'all, but I am the queen of being a couch potato. So when I say I need movement in my routine, I need it. I just need to be active, whether it's going for a walk with the dogs or getting steps in on the treadmill. I know I get steps in at work. I want to expand on that. And with this, I feel like this is the easiest way for me to stay consistent, because even if I miss Pilates or I have an elliptical bike that I usually do 30 minutes on. So if I don't have those, at least I'm still active in some way by walking and getting steps in. Now that we are done talking about exercise, eating healthy, all of that, the next goal that I have is very important. I feel like there is a lot of you that can relate to this one, and that is cutting back on my screen time. Whether it's my phone, TV, computer, anything with a screen, I just want to cut back on. I feel like I spend too much time on my phone, and I spend too much time watching TV, especially on the weekends, because I spend all week working and I just want to be lazy, and I end up just, like I said, being a couch potato. So instead of screen time, I would like to start journaling and reading a little bit more. I know I do those already, but I don't do them as often as I feel that I should be. And so I want to replace some of that screen time with more time to decompress. I feel like this is a habit that would be beneficial and kind of help me slow down at the end of my day, and like I said, kind of decompress, unwind, and just actually pour into myself versus giving all my time and energy to social media or a TV show, stuff like that. The next goal that I have on my list is manifesting more. I feel like I used to be so into this and then I just kind of fell off. I don't know what happened, but I want to get back into it. I feel like manifestation is so real, and I really believe in the power of your mindset, your thoughts, and what you speak over your life. So I want to get back into affirmations, visualization, and just, I know I say this a lot, but being more intentional with my energy. I feel like we all should take time to manifest, because what we speak into existence will come back to us. Sometimes it's not always on the timeline we expect, but in due time, it does find its way to you. Okay, so this next goal I know is going to be a little odd because I am talking about it in May versus January, which is normally when this is done, but I want to make a vision board for 2026. I have only divulged in making a vision board once. Amber Scholl is actually the person who inspired me to even want to make a vision board, and I gave it a try one year and I feel like it could have been a lot better than what it was. So I really want to take the time to create one for 2026 and really put some thought and effort into it. And I think I want to make a physical board this time, because the first time I tried it, I did a digital board and I just kind of had it as my phone screensaver. So I want to make a physical one this time, where I'm actually like cutting things out and gluing it down and framing it and like putting it in my office space or something like that, somewhere where I can look at it every day. I know I can look at it on my phone too every day, but that kind of falls back to cutting out screen time. Like, I shouldn't be looking at my phone for the vision board. I should be able to, like when I'm getting ready, look at it for reminders and affirmations and have that visualization. So kind of ties into the manifestation goal. And last but not least, my final goal is to have a better bedtime routine. I don't know what has been going on this last month, but I have just had the worst sleep I could ever get, and that's if I'm getting any sleep. And so this one's kind of a big one for me. I want to make sure that I'm getting the best sleep that I should be getting. I'm telling you, I am running thin at this point, and I'm on the brink of a nervous breakdown because I'm not getting sleep. By the end of the day, I am just drained. I don't have any energy, and when the weekend comes, I definitely don't have energy, and I think that was playing a big role in why I'm such a couch potato these days. A better bedtime routine is a must. I want to start going to bed earlier. I want to wind down without my phone, so that kind of plays back into limited screen time. And I want to start creating a more relaxing nighttime routine for myself. I think those 3 things are going to be crucial for getting the sleep that I know I deserve. And honestly, when I have better sleep, everything else is better. Alright girlies, so those are all the goals I have set for myself for May. Nothing too crazy, just some small intentional changes that I know will make a huge difference if I stay consistent. If you yourself have any goals for this month, I would love to hear from you down below in the comments. Let me know what some of your goals are, or at least just one of them if you want to share. And this is it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up, and of course, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you are the first notified whenever I upload a brand new video. And with that being said, I'll catch you in the next upload, but until then, bye.